Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and I'm out at Poo Falls in Washington. This is an area that well, these are some huge falls, and there's actually a documentary shot here about a guy who actually took a kayak over the falls. Insane. I mean, look at that. It's just insane. Those falls are more than 150 feet high, and you know, I know that in whitewater rafting that they have a different rapids classes, and when you get up to like I think it's 7 in difficulty, that you're actually at a waterfall, and a waterfall is considered to be about 15 feet, I believe. And I'm just pulling this all off the top of my head, so I could be a little bit wrong on my numbers, but I don't know. This is more like a 15 or 20 on that scale. Anyway, I want to talk today about an issue that I ran across with a video game publisher. And this video game publisher has a policy that if you're buying both shipped items and digital download items, that you can end up with a charge of $30 extra because you chose the wrong shipping option. And this extra fee is because, well, from the sounds of it, it's a dumb customer fee. And so it goes something like this, that if you are ordering a shipped product and then you also have a digital download, and you select at the end to just automatically download, it doesn't charge you any shipping. And so then that's a problem, because you have items in your cart that should be shipped. Now they just tack this on extra regardless of whatever kind of shipping you wanted. And it's not the customer's fault that they do that. I mean, when I'm not thinking about things, well, let me give an example. There's, and I don't have any affiliation with this company or anything, but there's this deep discount DVD, which I order a lot of movies from. I get free shipping on everything. And but I can have expedited, I can choose other stuff. And another example is I'm an Amazon Prime member, and I get free shipping as long as I select second day. Even though there are other shipping methods available, and I could be downloading stuff at the same time that I'm having stuff shipped. Now, what I find kind of offensive to the customer about this is that when you have an arbitrary fee for a customer making a mistake, whose fault is that? Is that the customer's fault? Is that the programmer's fault who made the site? Is that the company's fault? I mean, obviously there's a mistake here, but when your shipped item is something that will, say, fit into a small box, it doesn't cost $30 to ship. And so you get tagged on with this fee that is unreasonable, and it really treats the customer as an enemy. Now, your customer is not your enemy. Your customer is the reason that you're in business. It's the reason that you have all of this. And treating the customer as the enemy is very wrong. There's only very few instances where the customer is the enemy. If you're doing anti-fraud, if people are trying to steal from you, well, those people are trying to steal from you, they're not really your customers, but you have to weed those out from your actual customers. And then there's the fact of, like, prisons. Well, your customer is your, if you're the prison operator, your customer is your prisoners. And yes, I think they need to be treated like the enemy, because obviously they've shown some tendency to have no regard for the law. So I think that there's some other solutions that can happen here. What if all of these items that are, you have your digital items and then you have your shipped items, and why not put some separation between them in the fact that all digital stuff never has a shipping fee, or all shipped items can never choose the digital download option. And it's really as simple as just putting in a new field on each one of the items that basically says whether it's a digital download or not, and then having some rules there. And so that way, you just make it so that the customer can't accidentally choose the wrong thing, because I believe, at least with my programming philosophy, is that when you allow your website, your sales stuff, or even if you're a video game programmer and you're making a game, when you allow the game to do something that is an unwanted action, it's your fault. It's the person's fault who made the stuff. Now, I know that some of those answers can be extremely difficult in some cases, because customers do things you never envisioned. And there's plenty of examples of that. But it's then, instead of penalizing the customer when something like that happens, take care of them in a customer service manner, especially when they're not trying to exploit your system. Take care of them in a customer service manner and get it fixed. Simple as that. Because every customer that has a bad experience, they may not come back. And you don't know. In fact, the people who order from you the most, that are your biggest customers, are more likely to hit this mistake than a one-time ordering person. And so you could have somebody who's one of your big fish that you do this to. So anyway, just my 2 cents. I heard about this with a particular publisher, and I just thought it was a little bit crazy. Being a businessman myself, and I just couldn't fathom making the customer the enemy, even though, well, let me just expand a little bit further on this. So myself as a business owner, I never treat the customer as the enemy. But when I just had a job and I was just working for others, I definitely looked at them as the enemy because they cost me to do work. So don't let your employees do that. That's not it's not something you want to allow to happen, and I think that's really easy to take care of. Anyway, I'm Mark the Dragon. Take care.